Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Did you know that your iPhone and iPad apps want to know where you are? Is that necessary? Is it a concern? I know the thought of having apps know where you are at all times can be scary. What does it need to know? And who will know your location as a result? Well, in this video, I'll explain location tracking so you can choose which apps you want to know where you are. Location tracking on your iPhone or iPad allows your device to know where you are in the world. Now, this can be incredibly helpful, like when you're using a map app to get directions, or if you ever misplace your phone and want to find it. It's also important to consider privacy and who has access to your location. Let's learn how to manage it together. Now, let's take our iPhones and start by finding the location settings. Of course, if you're using your iPhone to watch this video, you may have to pause the video at times and go through the steps. If you have another device like an iPad or computer, you might want to watch the video on there. I'm going to go to the settings on my phone, so one that looks like a gear. Now let's start by finding the location settings. Of course, if you're using your iPhone to watch this video, you may want to pause it at times. Then we'll scroll down to the privacy option and tap on location services. Now here's a quick tip for navigating these settings. There's so many settings that can be confusing or cumbersome on your phone. Often I don't want to scroll through all of the menus to find it. In this case, I know I want the location services. When we go into the settings app, you'll see the search bar at the top of the screen. If it isn't visible at first, just use your finger to drag down the screen a bit to see the search option. The keyboard should pop up for you to type in there. Tap your finger in that space, start to type location, and you'll see a short list of areas in the settings that might fit your search. In this case, we want location. Then you'll see a list of apps and the location access you've granted. Now, the first thing you'll see at the top of the screen is a switch to turn location services on or off. It may be tempting to turn it off, although that's fine if you want some privacy, but there'll be some limitation on what you can do on your device. Turning it off means no apps can use your location. Turning off the location services for apps might give you a better sense of security, but it does mean that some services like Map or Find My iPhone won't work. Even some apps you might not have thought about would be affected. For example, the camera app won't be able to tag your pictures or videos with the location. Shopping apps like my Best Buy app won't be able to find the closest store and driving instructions for placing orders for pickup. Want to control which apps know your location? It's simple. Just tap on an app and choose Never, Ask Next Time while using the app, or Always. A good example of this is the Microsoft Messenger app. I have it set when shared. For example, if you're trying to meet up with a friend, you want them to come to your home or to a place where you're meeting. You can indicate whether you want to share the precise location for the app or not. In the Best Buy example I used previously, that app doesn't need to know that I'm at 237 South Main Street to find stores nearby. Just knowing the general area of the city is sufficient. Remember, you're in control here. Only give permission if you feel comfortable with it. Generally, games don't need to know where you are. You'll notice on my list of apps, most of the apps have access to my location only when I'm using the app. I have some apps that always have access, others that have access when I'm using the app, and others that never have access. Now, we've covered quite a bit, but hopefully that was easy enough for you to follow. Always remember, these features are here for your benefit, but they should always be used in a way that makes you feel safe and secure. It's important to note this location service is different from app tracking, which controls what data is shared between apps. We'll talk about that soon in another video. If you have any questions, or if there's something you'd like to know about, please leave us a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care and stay with us here at crap.